Hello? No. Hello? Oh, took a while. Ooh, could mean I need to do some card maintenance, you know? Gets to be an issue when you use 400 gig cards in cameras that only allow you to use 200 gig cards. All right. Ooh, let's turn this guy on too. How do I turn you on? Oh my God, have you been on for like 9 days? Is this what's going on here? Menu? Okay, hey, go. Where's hey record? Shut up and play your guitar, but on a video camera. It's a Frank Zappa reference, if you don't get it. Oh, is this recording? Are you recording? Is everybody recording? Am I wearing a microphone? Oh my God, I'm wearing a microphone. Okay. So, what do I want to talk about today? So I'm running into trouble here on the pedal board because I have these two pitch factors on different channels, as you can see, 13 and 11. And the problem is that I don't have a lot of excess room on the pedal board. Let me just get this out here. So I can't really use, what do you call it? I wonder if this camera's still working. Hello? How do you know? You press this button, I guess? Oh my God, it is incredible. I have to guess I learn guess I have to learn to trust the technology. Anyway. So what are we trying to do today? All right, what am I up to? I'm trying to get MIDI into both of these pitch factors. I've managed to go from MIDI through from this gizmo, the Fractal AX8, into the pitch factor, and that's working great. But now I need to get into the MIDI in of the other pitch factor. And initially, I thought I would go using this USB cable, and then I set up Bitwig to transmit MIDI clock on USB, but couldn't get it to work. And I don't know, I really like the idea of all the gizmos synced to the MIDI coming out of this one box, the iConnect, whatever it is, MIDI 4 Plus. That's what I thought it was. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, so I really want to have all the MIDI in the whole place coming through this one junction box, the iConnect MIDI 4 Plus. So I have the iPad plugging in here, so that gets charged and get out of here. So the iPad gets charged and MIDI data goes into this box and then gets distributed, Anyway, so like the idea of having that, so I want to use the one MIDI 5-pin DIN cable to come out of that gizmo and then get distributed amongst these different boxes. And so now we're just trying to get into and out of the pitch factor. The problem is I need to use an angled MIDI cable like this guy. Right? So I need to use this guy. The problem is the ones I have, these hoses, are angled oppositely at the two ends. So at one end, you have this cable pointing up, right? And the other end, you have the cable pointing down to get the same arrangement of the pins. So that's kind of annoying because then when you go and try to hook it up over here, right? You've got these two pitch factors, and it means that one of these two cables is going to be fine. It'll be pointing up, but the other one will be pointing down, and there's not actually enough room here to plug in a cable that's pointing in the wrong direction. So I need both of the ends of this thing to point in the same direction. So my little workaround until I can get a cable made that'll have, this end on both ends, right? So I could just plug it in and it'll be pointing upwards on both ends of the pitch factor. What I'm instead going to do is I'm going to take this MIDI junction connector thingy and I'm going to plug in on both ends the sort of less usable end from my perspective, right? And take those up with this joiner. And that means that both of these other ends that are now freed are going to be the right direction. Yay, look at that. So you join the two wrong ends here, and now you have a cable that goes up to up. So now I can plug it in, and I can go MIDI through from this pitch factor into MIDI in. The Velcro. What percentage of videos that I make are going to feature me struggling to remove things that are Velcroed to other things? In many ways, just continuing the grand tradition of putting things on top of other things. All right, so put this into MIDI in, kachoinka. Hope we can see that on the camera. Maybe, maybe not. All right, and then plug this in. And now MIDI through. Oh, we have to make sure that clock goes through, I guess. Or we have to do clock out on this bad boy. I forget how we do clock throughing. Let's try setting up clock. Are we getting clock? Whee! We should be getting clock, yeah. Because Bitwig's running over here. Bitwig running. Transport's running. So I should be getting clock. So if I change the tempo from 106 to 100, then sure enough, the one pitch factor goes down, but the other one doesn't, which means that the data is not throughing, or that you can't do what I just did. Won't work. That'd be funny. I should probably test that first to see, can you indeed do, let's check MIDI, because I know clock, output dump, clock in, clock out. Let's turn that on. Oh, there we go. Okay, solved the problem. All right, so I turned on clock out, and now I exit the edit mode of the pitch factor. And then there we are with both everybody sync to 100 BPM, which means that everybody's getting clock and everybody's getting sync, and I've somehow managed to create a MIDI cable that has two angled ends going upwards. Yay for me. Anyway, so that's the point of this video. Message transmitted, I want to say. I don't know. What's the proper conclusion here? I hope you enjoyed that. Yes. Hopefully I can do more of these. It's been a pleasure.